And welcome back to Oddworld Apes Exoddus, ladies and gentlemen. In the last part, we continue saving more trapped Mudanchee spirits in the Mudanchee Vault. And now in this part, we are going to finish saving the rest, and then we're going to get the hell out of here. Starting with, in my opinion, probably the most tedious room in the Mudanchee Vault. Not hard, mind you, tedious.
You said specifically the most tedious room in this vault. So are there more tedious points in later on in the game, or is this the most tedious point?
It's kind of hard to say, really. I know this is one tedious part in general, and more so, and I guess I specified more so in the Mudanchee Vault or whatnot, but, it's kind of hard to say how tedious other parts are, really. I think I'll have to look back at them to see if I can refresh my memory on a few things, but for now, this is probably one of the more tedious parts of it, probably just in the Mudanchee Vault, if not the entire game in general. Because basically, the biggest thing that you're doing is just rolling from one side of the area to another, moving scraps from one side to the other, just so that you can go around, like, say, pull that lever to open the door for the fleeches. And it's just like a lot of moving around and whatnot, which it can be rather irritating in my case. Like, see, right here, just so that I have to move this scrap here, just so that I'll be able to possess the scrap in the foreground, so that I could use that scrap to take out all those fleeches sleeping all around the ghost lock. But then I gotta move both scraps back to the left side of the level, just so that I'll be able to jump into those wells, slap the ghost lock, and you see what I'm getting at here?
This is why I wish that you could just blow them up like you can the other guys.
That definitely would save us a lot of trouble.
Yeah, fuck preserving nature and honor and all that bullshit. This is survival of the fittest here.
You're right.
But like I said earlier, in a way, they are guarding like this, like not just the remains of the fallen Mudanchee spirits of our ancestors, mind you, but also the spirits as well. Again,
that's doing.
What? Well, I mean, just for this one part.
I mean, in general. I mean, the spirits are still in danger thanks to all the other mining shit going on.
But mining shit. With
their bones being harvested there.
Right, but that's not that big of an issue now, seeing as how we've shut down Necrom mines. While the Gluckins were able to overrun one area of Necrom, which resulted in the creation of the Necrom mines, the events behind the Mudanchee and Mudomo vaults are a different story. Granted, the Gluckins had every intention of taking over these Mudanchee vaults to harvest more Mudanchee bones, they were not aware of the unexpected infestation of the paramites and scrabs that reside in their respective vaults. So the Mudanchee vaults were not affected as greatly as the Necrom mines, despite the Slags being able to trap the wandering Mudanchee spirits in ghost locks. So basically, bringing up all that has happened in the Necrom mines is completely irrelevant, because even before A blew up the Necrom mines by overloading its boiler installation, the Magog Cartel were unable to take over the Mudanchee and Mudomo vaults, which means that both of those Mudanchee vaults were unaffected by the Magog Cartel and its Soulstorm Mining Corporation, unlike the Necrom mines, which we ran into earlier in the game. It was a big issue, seeing as how, fuck! Pass me, don't do that! Jesus! Okay, past me was just fucking with me right there. Past me was fucking with me.
Your past self was fucking with your future self. Good to know.
It's not gay, it's masturbation. Anyway.
Past Ryan is jank.
Oh, what do I even say to that?
Past Ryan was young and stupid.
Wait, what?
Past Ryan was young, naive, Stupid. Full of so many ideals, which just couldn't be met.
Much like all of us.
Hey, that's not entirely true.
See, since then, Ryan has matured. He has become present Ryan.
Present Ryan. Oh, God. Who hasn't really changed a bit from past Ryan, so that's not really saying much. Alright, now to fuck up some more fleeches, Tasmanian style. There we go. Yay, I killed him!
Nice.
See, you have no qualms of killing those guys.
Fleeches? Well, fleeches are not guarding our ancestors. In fact, they would like to eat our kind, as shown earlier during the playthrough.
And wait, and the Scrabs don't?
Yeah.
Well, the Scrabs don't try to nibble on your bum.
This is true.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. They just trample on you.
No, they try to stab you in the bum.
Well, then they trample on you.
How is that any different from them eating you?
Trampling is okay.
They still want to murder you.
The method of murder is different.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I guess
You still end
the
up
point.
dead.
Okay, so putting aside the obvious question, what's the difference between a Scrab and a Fleech killing you? The big question here is, why is it more appropriate to kill Fleeches as opposed to killing Scrabs? I think the best way for me to explain this is by covering not only the behavior of these creatures, but also cover what significant importance they have to the lore behind the Oddworld universe and the overall story of Exoddus. Fleeches are pretty much the type of carnivores that eat any slow prey that it comes across. By slow prey, that mostly relates to Sligs, Mudokons, and even Gluckins. Granted, Fleeches can eat Scrabs and Paramites too, but Fleeches only attack those specific creatures if they are cornered, since Fleeches are also part of the diet of both Scrabs and Paramites. But that's just the main gist of the Fleeches. There is some lore behind these creatures, but they still come off as just another creature in the Oddworld universe who eats slow prey just for nourishment. Scrabs are a different story. While Scrabs can eat slow Mudokons as well, they don't eat prey just for the sole purpose of nourishment, unlike Fleeches. See, Scrabs are very territorial creatures, so Scrabs only attack when another animal from any species is invading its territory, which is why Scrabs will fight their own kind just to protect their territory and gain dominance over said territory, as shown in many instances in Abe's Odyssey and Exoddus. So in Abe's case, if a Scrab chases after him, it's only because it's protecting its territory. It can't be helped. And again, a Scrab would react the same way towards any other creature in Oddworld. Also, unlike Fleeches, Scrabs have a significant importance in the Oddworld universe. If you recall the few touchstones we ran into within the Necrom jungle, it was established that Scrabs were looked up upon by the Mudokon race, more specifically the Mudanchee tribe, as sacred creatures. Because of how Scrabs are known as the most dangerous predators in Oddworld, this inspired the Mudanchee tribe to excel in warfare and combat, which is why it seems appropriate that the Scrabs would protect the spirits of those of the Mudanchee tribe who looked up to the Scrabs as a holy emblem. Do Fleeches have any significant importance in the Oddworld universe like that? No, they don't. Actually, Fleeches were experiments engineered by the Vikers to become the perfect pet for Gluckins. But of course that didn't work out, because while Fleeches started out cute and cuddly at first, they got too big over time and even gained a liking to eating their Gluckin owners. This resulted in Gluckin children flushing Fleeches down toilets into the sewers of Oddworld before they became too big to cuddle. So you have these failed experiments by the Magog Cartel who want to eat anything, and then you have these sacred territorial predators who act as protectors for the spirits of the Mudanchee tribe from thousands of years ago. Okay, if the words failed experiments and Magog Cartel don't give you even more reasons to kill those little fuckers, I don't know what will. So you see, this is why it's more appropriate to kill Fleeches as opposed to Scrabs. Also, it wouldn't make sense for Abe to kill Scrabs like how the Gluckins did for meat production at Eruption Farms. I mean, do you not remember what happened in the first game, BJ? Come on.
It's like, well, I guess it's, would you rather be poked in the ass or do you want to get fucked in the ass? It's like,
That
take your pick.
that highly depends.
Do you want one climbing into your butt? Like a kappa.
Now, Danny, the answer to that question can vary depending on who is the reciprocant.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm good. Can I just get the back massage, please?
Wait, okay.
What does this episode become?
Well, I don't know, guys. You tell me.
I've done nothing wrong.
All right.
That's all right, Russell. We'll get our happy ending eventually.
Fuck you.
Happy ending. Oh Jesus Christ.
See, that's why the Fleeches are chasing you. They're just trying to give you a happy ending.
Oh yeah, with their incredibly strong and sharp tongues.
Yes, because death is a happy ending no matter where you go.
It's like, shit, in that case, Fleeches don't want to give you a back massage. They want to give you, like, a very fatal, what you call it, acupuncture?
Yeah, that is how you say it. The real question is that what we want to call it?
I don't know. But anyway, we have now saved all of the Mudanchee spirits in all those rooms in the Mudanchee Vault. And now, again, much like in the previous game, when we ignited all the holy fires in the Scrambanian Temple and the Paramonian Temple, we gotta get out of here to this final trial. So fortunately, well, more so just for this first section here, they do give you the opportunity to give you an idea on what you can expect while getting out of the foreground. Ow! Stop! God damn it!
Now you're thinking of portals.
We are required to remind you that these scrabs will be baked, and there will be scrab cake.
Anyway.
Yeah, I had nothing to say to that. Anyway.
Oh God! Oh God! Okay, thank God.
The tension's kind of ruined whenever a loading screen comes up.
Let alone a loading screen for falling.
Yeah. I have no idea why I don't know why it takes that long to load in that particular case. Usually it doesn't, but I don't know. Oh.
Oh God! Save the slugs!
And you know what? I know I said like in part 2 that ow. Anyway, I know in part 2 I said there wasn't gonna be a whole save the slogs thing or whatnot, but then I looked back at the raws and I completely forgot one particular part, and it's like, yeah, you know what? I may have to make some changes to that. There may end up being a save slogs after all, and you'll see why.
Oh my God! It's just like AGDQ. Kill all the animals.
Jesus. But in which case, all right, that takes care of that trial run. But before we leave, we have these Mudanchee workers here. So let's get their asses out of here. The only five Mudanchees in this room.
They looked more like Mudanchee prisoners to me.
Yes. Yes, you're not wrong.
Me, though, yeah, granted, every Mudanchee here is a prisoner, but in that specific case, it looked more like they were just straight up prisoners as opposed to slave workers.
Yeah, I think in this case they were pretty much both. They're slave workers, but just so that they won't try anything funny, I guess. It's like, okay, let's put these electric fields.
Your job is to scrub this one floor forever.
in these ancient burial
That's the worst
grounds.
kind of punishment.
I know, right? But with that, now we can finally press onward to the Mudanchee Vault to save the rest of the trapped Mudanchee spirits, which we will begin doing next time. We will see you guys then.